Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. Today I'm playing the playtest for Folder Dungeon. This started out years ago at this point as a game jam game. I reached out on behalf of Two Left Thumbs to Reverent, the developer behind the game, and said, you should expand this. You should turn this into a full release. Love seeing some shoutouts to some games that inspired this. Then connecting with Melky Possum to handle the incredible soundtrack. This has been in the works for a long time at this point, and we're absolutely thrilled that people can actually playtest it now. I have a number of different things unlocked that are later in the progression of the game, not a crazy amount or anything, but I think it's worth noting that you don't start with all of this. You have to unlock a handful of things. I'm just going to play as the basic character, pretend we haven't unlocked things. Warrior, I won't even be doing the tutorial, so I kind of try and just move past things and explain as I go. So because this isn't my first run, you get a couple of options for an add-on to start your journey with. So do I want +3 gold whenever you defeat a bug, which a bug is just any enemy type, in the first zone, and spawn 2 random common relics, or spawn a rare relic and all zips are unlocked in the first zone. So basically I wouldn't need to use keys. It's a zip file, it's a lock file, everything is OS themed in a very fun way. So here is my rare relic, and you can see the multiple little triangles there are indicating the rarity. So a basic one would only have one of those, or none even maybe. On new room, enter heal 3, which is 10% of my max health. Right now it's only 30. Perfect, it's like very nice to have. Now you can start navigating your way through the different folders of the dungeon. There's also this explorer in case you get kind of lost. That helps keep you on track a little bit. We have our first enemies, and so I don't want to just jump straight into gathering up things in the room. You definitely don't want to assess your enemies and evaluate the threat that you're in store for. So you can see in this properties window here, in the left, bottom left, everything you hover is where the information about that is going to pop up over there. You can actually move all of these around. These windows are fully alterable, manipulable, but I'm leaving it there. The default is comfortable. So you can see down at the very bottom of that window, 50% chance to attack. If I do anything, if I pick up this key, there's a 50% chance to trigger an attack here, a 35% chance on this character. So the alert, I think, means on the next interaction they will attack. So you can see I have health, I have heat. Every time you do anything, you increase the heat. If you overheat, you start taking damage. So a cool potion would bring that back down. I'm going to attack this guy here. I do 4 damage, he has 4 health. I should be able to one-shot him, but I should also get attacked by both of those. Yeah, so that should hopefully give you a sense, just as a very, very broad, immediate, how kind of the self-managed turn-based nature of this game is. So this enemy, the boar, on being attacked, +1 damage. So not only are you having a roughly 1/3 chance of triggering an attack, every time you attack it, you're angering it and raising the damage it does. So you want to be really wary with that. The Traveler's Backpack has 1 common relic, +15 gold when you enter any unvisited shop. Nice. And those all get deposited in your backpack over here. This is where I keep track of my relics. And add-ons are those things I was given at the very beginning of the run. So you can inspect those at any time. This disc also gives you kind of a breakdown of what you're in store for in this specific zone. We haven't even gotten into attributes or anything. I'm just going to keep exploring. Hopefully you guys will pick it up as you go. It's a very easy to learn game, even if it feels overwhelming at the start here. So all these would have been locked, but because I had the unlock add-on, I can just immediately go exploring them. So Plague, a script. Here you have spellbooks and scripts. Spellbooks are recurring use, scripts are single use, and you can only hold 1 of either at a time. So on use, apply 4 poison to all bugs, +1 poison applied per magic. Magic would be my attribute up in the corner here. Gather up the gold. This shard, I believe the shards are like candies, and they are for quick, easy manipulations, additions, improvements of your stats. So my max heat is now up by 3, and another relic, +2 keys when you enter any unvisited shop. So now anytime I visit a shop for the first time, I get 15 gold and 2 keys. Pretty sweet. Another zip file, improved coolness, improved health, gold key. This game is fast. It gives out a lot. This isn't abnormal. The game dishes things out like crazy, and then you can have crazy combos because of it. Alchemize, on use, transform non-boss target into one random item. So I don't necessarily... I will take that with me, and I can come back for the play. If I want. So first I'm going to a shop. I should gain gold and keys. Pretty sweet. We got Bag Mug here who runs the shop. Relics for your gold. 39 gold. I can afford most 2/3 of what's in the shop here. Do I want protection, elemental damage, dodge chance, on room enter, deal physical damage? Ones like that are usually really useful. Another on room enter and more damage. Well, on room enter 6 physical damage. That usually just scales really nicely. No matter what you do, you end up dealing damage, and that's just that's good. So I want to go for that. So go to the other hole that I previously skipped. Potion up a little bit. Trash creature. Gifts for a friend. We got a key and a rusty hook. Plus 10% crit chance. Just a guy that loves trash and helping his friends. So you can see over here, dodge chance, crit chance. We've started to add to some of those. And yeah, the hook is a relic, so it sits in our relics. So there, the second I entered the room, I attacked the boar, so I already have 1 attack on him. And I don't know if that affected his damage or not. I actually don't know 100%. You know what I should have done? I should have done that as soon as I entered the room. There was only 1 enemy. I could have turned them into an item. Treasure chests have relics in them. 25% on kill. Lower the heat. It only has 3 charges. And I don't know how you recharge it. I don't know if you can. I actually don't know that for certain. This game has grown a lot over the years. I don't know everything in it anymore. Higher dodge or on attack, deal 3 physical damage to 1 bug. So every time I attack someone else or the same bug, there's a chance will also take damage. I can re-roll, I can skip to lower my heat. The dodge chance would be nice. I'm going to take the bonker, because then every time I enter the room, I'll automatically attack with a 50% chance to do a second attack. And that's pretty sweet. That combos pretty damn quickly. So here the hive summons bees when it gets attacked. The bees are very, very basic. I'm going to attack the bee first to get rid of it. Oh, damn you. Just going to keep doing that. Well, then I guess I'm going to use this. Oh, I get to choose. Okay, then I'm going to do it to the hive. I have another wallet. I don't know if I really necessarily needed another wallet. But if I add another one here, they are displayed separately. I wasn't sure if they would be like wallet times 2 or something like that. So gather up health. Oh, I shouldn't used both of those. If one of them was a cooling potion, different story. But I didn't really need that in that moment. Load up on some gold, max vitality on critical hit, which I have a 15% chance. Deal 7 arcane damage to 1 lowest health bug. There's no reason not to take it, really. Lose health to gain 7 gold. Lose 2 more health each time. So I shouldn't have used those potions so soon. I wanted to get that up to 40. Because I'm considering going back to that relic shop and maybe buying something else. And you can see that the game is telling me plus 1 heat, plus 5 heat, plus 5 heat. And that's the game just calculating for you. You're here right now. You would have to go like up 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4. But it's doing the navigation for you and quick calculating the heat cost. Dang, I'm so close. Do I risk taking 8 more damage for that? That's only if I wanted to buy one of these ones that's worth 40. So, you know what? I'm going to go over here. I'll grab the plague script. I'll go to the relic shop. On attack, deal 2 elemental damage. On being hit, deal 3 physical damage, so you deal damage back. Let's just add the torch. More damage being procced by doing things. View run stats. Just curious any point where your most damage is coming from. All sorts of different things that you can check in on there. So let us now run back over the passage. And I don't think there's anything else I can do. Time for the boss battle. Apply 4 poison to all bugs. So I think first thing, I want to fight this guy kind of normally. Any attack I do will generate multiple attacks, but now I can apply poison to everyone. So you can see they have the little 4 poison there. Enemy takes 4 elemental damage, 1 per stack, at the end of their turn. And unlike other games, poison doesn't really trickle down. It stays. Oh, I'm very hurt. I'm in a very bad shape. This is not going well. I shouldn't have messed around so hard. So these 2 are going to attack, so I want to try and take them out if I can. Died. Well. The good news is you get to listen to this dope-ass Game Over soundtrack from Melky Possum. This is actually my favorite song in the game. It's so good. So good. I just love it so much. I'll like listen to this song just around the house now and again. It's my absolute favorite. So run ended, didn't go so great. Offhand looking at these, I don't actually. I think this is telling me I lost in the first zone of the 3 zones, killed by the slime, and I could get kind of a breakdown of some more things. How long, the number of turns, kills, relics, no completed tasks. So overall, the game's just telling me that didn't go well. I honestly don't know how I whiffed it so hard. Well, we can move through things a little more quickly, and I'll not faceplant so soon. Hopefully not. Plus 50 max heat for the first zone, and plus 3 to a random attribute. Or 2 common relics, and all zips are unlocked. Well, the max heat I don't think matters a ton, but a jumpstart to an attribute. I'm going to do that. Because, maybe I can frame a build around that now. So defense, minus 3 damage taken from all sources. Okay, maybe my survivability's gone up, which apparently I need. And 30% to all healing, 10% plus per point. So I'm more likely to survive and can heal more easily. So hopefully those things together go a long way in keeping me alive, keeping this run going. So I'm gonna hoard health potions a little bit. I'm not going to bother claiming those. I'm at full health. Common relic. We've seen the lance just previously. Yeah, I didn't choose that everything is unlocked. So I actually do need to use keys this time around. So library is where you can get a spell book. You can see spell books are active abilities that need mana. And each spell book has its own way of generating mana. So for this one, on heal, gain mana. And then it costs 12 mana, so 6 different times healing before you can use this, but then it generates a random script. That's pretty good. You can keep generating new scripts. The Plague Book, on kill, gain mana, and so after just 2 kills, you'll be able to do poison damage to everyone, so that's kind of awesome. 50% chance on dealing damage to gain 1 mana, and after 4, apply 6 frost. So roughly every 6 attacks. No, did I do that math really terribly? Roughly every 8 attacks, I got distracted by the 6 frost. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Maybe on use, spawn 2 to 4 random loot files. Spawn 2 more if you're in a treasure room. Oh, that's a script. Okay, yeah, so I definitely want the script. And then the Plague Book sounds good. So the next time I'm in a treasure room is when I'll bust that out. There's nothing else to do there, so I'll go back up to my alternate path there. Like, if I was in the start, I had the hallway or the ladders. I went to the ladders, I'm going to the hallway. Just in case it's hard watching the video to understand the navigation on this map. But it's very intuitive when you're playing and have a feel for it. So hopefully it's easy enough for you guys to follow along watching as well. Key can do a zip. Improve heat, not that it matters super much on this run. Ooh. Okay, so that would definitely be a freebie of just quickly recharging this. So the next time I can, I'll definitely use it. Snacks are just for straight manipulation to your attributes. So none of these are going to lean further into defense, so I can kind of weigh some things out. Power or luck or magic. Let's see. So power is for your damage. Luck is heat reduction. Or sorry, magic is heat reduction. And luck, a higher chance of finding better loot and finding more golden keys. But then you could see there were relics that were like, if you have magic, this does more damage and whatnot. So they have their own immediate effects, but then they'll synergize with other things that you find. So I'm going to choose power and luck as a combo. Do some better damage and find better things. I feel like that's a pretty good combo. We got our trash can friend again. What do you got for me this time? The monster guts. On being hit, apply 1 poison. So there we go. We're layering together poison a little bit. Hit the staircase. So here I definitely want to deal 6 physical damage to a target and apply poison. Oh, well, these guys are... Ooh, the gold bug. You're different. All damage taken is reduced to 1 on taking damage plus 6 gold. After 4 turns, run away. So I actually don't know how the poison will trigger on that. So hopefully the poison still does... Yeah. That's going to be about the only way I can kill this thing. Is because of the fact it's going to run away. You can see the little countdown in the corner. It's getting ready to. If I focus on attacking these guys, perfect. Still chipping away with the poison and everything. So we got some relic choices here from that. Crit chance. On script use heal. Which I feel like I have a thing. No, maybe not. No, I do not. I didn't take that choice. 50% on attack, gain mana. That's kind of sick. I like that one. I'm going to go for that. Keys, gold, all that's good. Health has not been a concern after getting absolutely flattened last time. Okay, here's what we were looking for. So in the treasure room, I'll gain coolness, vitality, grab that stuff right away. But now, spawn 2 to 4 random loot files. Spawn 2 more if you're in a treasure room. So anywhere from 4 to 6. And we got 5. Pretty good. But it's pretty like basic stuff, you know. Cool potion, healing potion. Happy to have it. A common relic on new room enter, plus 2 mana. Fantastic. I have a lot of ways of generating mana right now. And a different spell book if I wanted. So you can see common, it only has the 1. This one's rare, it has the 2. On use, deal 7 arcane damage to target 2 times. Pretty strong, actually. But I think I'm going to stick with my poison for now. Lunchbox. Let's see. I could go even further into defense. I mean, it's doing a really, really good job of keeping me alive thus far. Having 7 damage reduction and 7 healing bonus, it's pretty sick. I'm happy with that for sure. Ooh, I could generate mana like crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a second pocket watch. That's gonna add up a lot. I have a ton of money right now, so I'd say that's gone very, very well. I've been to the library, so that'd be nothing new. Let's see, the staircase. And no, so I did those treasure rooms. So now I want to go up to the temple. So these cost heat. Interact plus 10 heat, but 35 gold. Can't be interacted with while overheating. Plus 6 heat, spawn a rare relic. 10 heat, spawn a rare relic. Or 10 heat, spawn 5 mana potions. Alright, well this one's cheap and you get a rare relic, so I'm doing that one for sure. 25% chance on kill to deal 6 elemental damage to all bugs. You can right-click anything at any time. Wait, am I doing that? There we go. To more thoroughly inspect what everything means, it's very, very useful to be able to look at that. But one thing I don't know is why this is up from 5 to 6. No, I actually don't know. One of these might be affecting it. It might be that. Just straight damage being affected might affect elemental. That's the best I can think. Anyway, there's no reason not to take it, so I just will. Shitload of gold. Why not? And I will do it one more time for another rare relic. That's like pretty awesome. 25% chance on attack, +1 defense for the zone. So that would scale up temporarily, quite aggressively, honestly. Relic shop, I have a ton of money. I should be able to buy a bunch of stuff. I could just generate mana like crazy. I'm very tempted by that. Elemental damage, arcane damage. While you have at least 4 power. Oh, okay. On attack, apply 2 poison to a bug. On attack, 6 physical damage to 1 bug 2 times. On attack, +1 magic for the zone. I'm skipping reading the percent chance every time, but +5% crit chance, and on crit gain mana. I have a lot of ways of generating mana, and this thing does not need a ton of mana. I have 2 pocket watches that are both mana generation. That's the main thing, I guess, but still, that's already a lot. I think the poison damage, physical damage 2 times is kind of outrageous, so I think, you know what, I might as well go for that. And let's just take the 1 more mana generation thing. I should be able to just poison things like kind of endlessly. We'll just run with that. So I have no need to revisit those. Like, I already have my spell book is maxed out. I don't need mana. I'm full health. I don't need any of that. So I will just make the jump straight to the boss. And you know what? In the end, having that extra heat did go a long way. Because with that add-on, plus 50 heat, I would have started at 80. I would have overshot it by now. So I'm comfortable. I'm set. I'm going to use that right away because every time I attack, I have a pretty damn good chance of reactivating it. That's actually very, very satisfying. Look at that. Just keep getting it back to recharge. Okay, I'm instantly loving that combo. Smoked it. That went far, far better. Claim your reward, an ancient chest. 3 clicks to unlock. And Ring of the Endless. 50% chance that script won't be destroyed on use. So not my spellbook, the single-use scripts. Whenever you use a spellbook, use it 1 more time. And 5% crit chance on crit triggers additional active 1 additional time. I'm going to do the doubling up on your spellbook because I can use this thing over and over again. And if I ever find a better or different spellbook that I'd rather use, everything gets reskinned, totally new colors. The way it blasts me on the camera is kind of comical, but you know, it's fun. Everything else is the same, even though the coloring of everything is different now. None of that has changed, but it might be a little disorienting for people. But yeah, I should be able to use this over and over. If I find something better, all of this mana generation stuff will carry over to any spellbook. So I'm pretty pleased to have invested in that. That was my room entering attack. The bats, every turn, 10% chance to move closer to user, which I honestly don't really know what moving closer means or does. And then the vampire, on attack, +1 health. So he's going to keep healing himself. He attacks twice. Obviously, we're applying poison to him. And it immediately applied twice. And when it applies, that damage is calculated immediately. Deal 6 physical damage to target and apply poison. That's what it is. And then it triggered twice, so 12 damage and now 12 poison. So that guy's cooked. And the next attack, enough stuff triggered that he's dead. Yeah, this is unreal strong. And what did I even... I forgot I had Volcano Mask. So that's what that was. That was the Volcano Mask jumping in. Yeah, kind of an unreal amount of stuff going in my favor right now. Fantastic. Maybe you noticed this floating around on the screen there. A little secret to dig away at. Take us to a secret room. Choose some relics. The lance again. Ooh. Okay. Or a new room elemental to all bugs. But then this, the Winter Tiara, legendary. +3 to all frost applied. Bugs take 1 damage for every 2 frost stacks. I don't have any frost in my build. I'm going to do a re-roll. Maybe I get better. On zip open, 5 gold. Maybe. On spellbook, you deal 8 arcane damage to 1 bug. You know what? Spellbook build it is. I'm just going to keep leaning into that. It's gone well for me so far. Let's push it further. Cool potions are basically always wanted. The magic for heat reduction. Maybe it is time to put a little bit into that. Although power, I'll do heat reduction. I just don't have much of that going on right now. The amount of different ways I'm dealing damage. Power should scale really nicely, but I'm dealing damage. Maybe, I don't know. Anything's gonna be good. And generated some bats on it. I should have just used that right away. Okay, wiped it all out. Then I found a stake, which adds power. So there we go. I got it anyways. The Pyromancer Diary. 50% chance on dealing damage to gain mana. With 5 mana, deal 7 elemental damage to 1 bug 4 times. Really, really, really can hammer someone with that. 28 elemental damage. But I like having the poison. So far, I think I'm still going to stick with that. Lunchbox. Maybe this time I am going to take the power bonus. So now this is dealing 8 physical 2 times. So the power is kicking in. And that the crossed out number that it's showing is this percent calculation. Plus 50% damage. It's rounding up 2.5. It rounds up to 3. There we go. That just helped wrap all our heads around that together. Ooh, I don't have the wallet this time around. No, so maybe that's something I want. On attack, apply 2 poison. I do have that. I thought maybe I had like a lesser version of it. Yeah, let's generate some gold. I already have enough ways of dealing damage and poison and whatnot. Now I think it probably is a good idea to build up other things. Can't teleport because there's bugs in the path. I see. If I go back, yeah, okay. There is a bat left over there. What is spawning bats in some of these unexpected locations? Did happen again. I don't. That must be a part of this. Yeah, did they exist somewhere in this world a certain distance away, and then it's that 10% chance to come? I don't know exactly how the bats work or why they get spawned in like that. Okay, various graves. They all have the same effect. So, dig to trigger 1 effect. 40% chance to gain gold, 30% key, 15% chance heat, 15% chance spawn a skeleton. Gold. I think there should probably be a sound effect for the digging, but you know, it's fine. We got this skelly. Well, I'm gonna blast you some poison. Get the quick kill off that. Ooh. I guess I'll just attack you then. So it still works just as well. Good thing I'm finding some keys here. Coolness is very, very welcome. Poison to everyone. If I really, really felt like I wasn't dealing enough poison. Oop, that spawned in the back. That's kind of, doesn't usually happen. 7. Oh yeah, because it's being added. It has extra added to it. So I think 7 is what it normally is, and 10 is what it's been scaled up to. I'm gonna go higher on the power. Unzip that. Rage mod. Add trigger to relic. 35% chance on attack. So what is something I want to trigger more often? To all bugs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add this because it now would be a 25% chance on kill and a 35% chance on attack. So it should trigger a lot more often, and it affects everything in the room. So that'll be really, really powerful. Heal. Mana. Probably don't even need the library, but we might as well see. I'm not going to worry about Frost. This is a less good poison book, so I'll leave that alone. On attack, mimic your script. Okay, so you could chain together some cool stuff with that, but the mana cost on it is really, really high. A rare script, -4 max health, spawn 1 random rare or legendary relic, and a rare script, -4 max health. Oh, I got 2 of those. Yeah, you know what? I have so much defense and everything, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. And I'll take that back, please. The Archaeology Diploma. +2 free chest rerolls for each treasure chest. And Cauldron on drinking potion spawn 1 random stat shard. That one's like really good. Damn. I could really use some cooldown. I'm gonna run to the relic shop and see what I can buy. Maybe I can buy something for that purpose here. None of that has to do with heat reduction, but does any of it have mana or magic? No. Ooh. Okay, well, let's see what I can do here. On script use, heal 2 times. Script use. Maybe. On being hit, deal arcane. On attack, +1 defense. I'm going to buy a second one of those, so I spawn 2 shards every time I use a potion. On zip open, spawn 1 zip. I'm going to do the healing one. Now, I can't afford anything. That's fine. Moving on. Secret room. So now on to the 2-hole 5. What do we got going on here? Oh my goodness. The volcano triggered twice. Once, because I on room dealt damage and it happened to trigger there, but then it triggered again on the kill. I assume maybe both were on hit or whatever, but that was sick. That was great for me. I have more than the max health. That's cool. Didn't realize that had happened or necessarily could happen. Ooh, cooling is suddenly an issue. Gain random relic if you have 80 gold or more. I do not. We gotta move on. We're at the boss battle, which is very, very good news. On ally death, +3 damage. There's nothing in the room to serve as an ally death. Luckily, that just triggered a couple times. And throw 3 random gold to gain loot. Power. I'm going to push this a little bit in the hope that I can fix my heat, but maybe not going to happen. I'm just going to take the power. I'm going to do it one more time. Alright, time to go to the boss battle. The Blood Baron, spelled with 8s, which is just kind of funny. On attack, +2 damage and 2 health. So I want to double check. On attack, whenever this bug attacks you. Yes. So it's not... I think I've misinterpreted that in some other rooms. Whenever this bug attacks you, activates even if you dodged it. Yeah, I was misunderstanding. I was thinking when I attacked it, I raised its health. It's when it attacks, it raises its health. And it only has a 35% chance of attacking. Oh wait, apply poison to everybody. Wasn't enough to trigger this. That's fine. I'm going to take my first attack on you. Many, many combos. And now I can use this for the immediate 20 damage, because it's 2 times 10 physical plus then 20 poison. This has become central to the entire build. It's kind of working out very, very well. Ancient Chest. -20 max heat. All on-kill triggers activate 1 additional time. Wow. On attack, spawn a random potion and drink it. The Alchemy Glove. And on drinking potion, spawn 1 gold pile or key. Oh, I thought I had 1 free reroll. That must be... How is it written? For each treasure chest. So this relic chest, ancient chest, I guess, is not categorized as a treasure chest. Spawning and drinking potions seems awesome. There's not much that is going to synergize with that. I had 88 out of 89 heat. That was exactly at the threshold. But there is a high possibility that that'll keep my heat in check by spawning cooldown potions. So now we're in that final area, and you can see my health recovers and my heat resets as well. So you can push it right up to the boss fight knowing that stuff will recover. So I'm going to start with the entry. Okay, we have lots of stuff in this room. Makes me wish I had the poison everyone thing still. So all of the warriors. On shield break, +6 damage and 50% attack chance. Right now he's 100% attack chance, so I don't really know how that could get better. Oh, because his shield broke. I think we entered the room and broke his shield, I think is what happened. So he's guaranteed going to attack. And they hit he specifically hits really hard. That's very concerning, actually. An on-ally attack plus do damage. So he scales up way too aggressively. I can't let that happen. So I'm going to let the poison finish him off. And I just got to start attacking around elsewhere. Luckily, I have enough different things like comboing together that I don't have to endure too many rounds of that. Yeah, you want to deal with that as quickly as possible, and I'd say it went very well. Max health, plus crit chance, plus 1 defense. Gather up all these kind of basic dealies. Okay, when I drank the potion, yeah, I have 2 of those. Spawn 1 random stat shard, so I spawned both of those by drinking that potion. Oh my god, and then I took the other thing that's on attack, spawn a potion and drink it. Okay, my stats might actually get like really out of control. Heal half of your health. That's phenomenal to have as kind of a back pocket like safety. Add trigger to relic on spellbook use. Apply poison. That would be, I feel like that would be kind of a funny one to use. Ooh, Smort. I just realized it's Smort. Okay, so I'm going to choose this. And I think what I want to do... Yeah, it won't let you do it in things where it's not going to actually... Where it already has a mod, or it's not actually going to influence things in like a useful way. I could do this because there's so many things that chain off that. I was thinking that what I should do is... Where did I want it? I could have it twice on there, but no, I was thinking of maybe having it on one of the pocket watches. So by using the spellbook, I'm automatically recharging it, and potentially I could just use it over and over and over again because of that. Use a spellbook, use it one more time. So would that trigger twice? I'm gonna play around with that. I think there are other things I could have done there that could have been interesting, but I'm a little bit curious if I can almost effectively loop recharging that. Okay, I'm gonna gain a lot of stats. I'm actually very excited for how that's gonna scale up. Key shop, we have Boxhead who runs the key shop, and you have to pay keys for any of this. On heal, on attack, on kill. Frost. You know what? I think I might hang on to my keys. I kind of want them. Relic shop. For now, maybe I'll go back. I have a good amount of money though. On room enter, next time you attack a bug in this room, attack it one more time. The frost one we've already seen and kind of passed on. 50% on debuff apply, which like... I don't know if I really have much debuffs, unless poison counts as a debuff, and I don't actually know. On dealing arcane damage, apply frost. On attack, gain defense. On attack, deal physical to 1 bug 2 times. Yeah, let's get a second chopper. And the speed ring to do multi-attacks. So when I enter a room, I should just be hosing enemies with attacks. And if I don't, then I switch to my spellbook. Heal, spawn some shards, main attack damage. So that's over here. The regular attack just got made better. And vitality. Yeah, give me those potions, man. I'm all about that right now. I get a lot out of it. Better evasion. On use your spellbook for free. Honestly, doesn't matter that much. I regenerate it so often it's kind of preposterous. Let's spread around some stats a little bit there. Key and on attack deal elemental. These tribe defenders every 2 turns plus 12 shield to a random ally. I want you guys taken out before they can start scaling you up like a crazy amount. Oh, can only be used once a turn. Okay, so that you can't just infinitely cycle it. So there, I do have to attack once in between my uses of the spellbook. Okay, it can't be made in a way to be infinitely used, which I actually think is pretty clever. It like makes sense. I don't really need that health potion, but I like what it gives me, so definitely worth it. Interact to gain heat would spawn a rare relic. 2 free rerolls. I already had that. It didn't really matter much. I've already done it. Offering was accepted. Ooh, I got 2 of the commanders. So I want to put the commanders away as quick as I can. Those are some beautiful combos. Oh, baby. Okay, so first I want to gather up all the non-shards. Basically just so I can use the potions and spawn more shards. Yeah, I'll spawn more heat. On room enter, deal elemental damage. Now we got power, and we're left over with 6 shards. Mostly for heat, but kind of a little bit of everything. Absolutely amazing. Very, very satisfying. And I don't think I need to go back there. Key shop. Maybe I'll look at the key shop again, though. On heal, deal damage to bug. On attack, apply poison. Sure, let's get a bit more of that. I'll hang on to most of my other keys. I don't really need that, but whatever. What do we have here? The rusted door requires a special key that I don't have. Did I miss a secret area? The hole. Okay, so maybe I just haven't explored everything yet. Just finish him off. I could have let the poison finish him off. I could have and should have. Excellent. I don't even know why lightning bolts trigger. I don't even fully understand what that is. Transform non-boss target to a random item. Can I just do that to this health potion? No. What about this? No. Non-boss target. I think it does still have to be an enemy though. I don't know if either of those will have enemies. They probably won't. Healing, cooling. Cooling, treasure. Hey, key, open 5 treasure chests during a single run. The poison vial, crit chance, add poison on physical damage, deal more. Reroll. Ooh, got a rare one. I'm gonna reroll again. I have 4 free rerolls per chest. On spellbook use, apply poison. As if that's not already what the entire thing is. Why not? An all shard. Sick. Oh my god, it added to everything. All shard is so good. Into the temple. Oh, these all cost heat. Heat and gold. 4 random scripts. I'm gonna try that. See if I get anything interesting. Healing, frost, healing, plague. Honestly, none of that's really what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I forgot I still had that. Well, let me recovery. But yeah, I don't need anything from there. Treasure room. Not seeing any special key around. Apply frost. I don't want that. Cookie for luck. Lunchbox. Sure, let's just add more magic. Treasure chest. On drinking potion. Minus heat. So I could really keep my heat down. Yeah, I want the frog cup. I like the looks of it. And also what it does. I like everything about it. Right click to pin room. Interesting. I hardly understand what that does. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find the key, the specialty key. So I think I just move forward to the boss. I think I've scaled up about as much as I'm going to. So now we have the chief. Okay, on start, on shield break, spawn 3 random allies. So I'm gonna transform you into an item. On attack, +1 magic for the zone. Let's blast you with some poison. Should be able to finish that guy off. And the poison is really doing its job there. I'll pile that on you. Might be able to finish you off. The poison would have done it. I probably could have left it alone for the poison to finish. The chief is toast. Plenty of things to trigger there. Win with any class, win with the warrior specifically. Thanks for playing. There's still a lot to do in the playtest, but even more coming in the full game. Alternate zones, a difficulty system, new classes, mods, relics, bosses, mechanics, unlocks, secrets, achievements. There is a lot to see and do in just this playtest, but I assure you there is like an unbelievable amount of stuff in the full game. So these are new add-ons that can be found at the start of a run. And if I go to the main menu here, you can start inspecting all this different stuff. I already have multiple classes unlocked. So the treasure hunter or the merchant, some of this stuff, you can scroll through and inspect your unlocks in this menu here. The research for collecting 500 gold total. But then what does it actually get you? These might just be kind of like achievements. I don't recall exactly what they get you or how that's connected to things. Defeat the different bosses. Oh, yeah, okay, so I've completed research and I've gained 8 out of 1. So I can finish the first research, and out of that, I get a tarot pack, which can now be found in the dungeon. The next bit of research, now you can find a devil shop for completing 3 tasks, for completing the next 5. Or for 5 total, not next 5 total. Wandering Trader Shop can now be found, and a challenge shrine. So, lots of different ways that the game is continually expanding as you explore further and play more of the game. Even within the playtest, we have a lot of that to offer. And as a final silly little note to leave things on, in the main menu here, there is a little secret hidden in the corner. File wizards, which after a goofy little install here, help, file not found, virus.exe, microtransactions, art and stuff, png.png, data.french. Now we have file wizards, which is just a totally goofy little mini game. If you just felt like having a little extra something to do between your runs, you now have this to mess around with. It'll throw pop-ups at you that'll try and interrupt you, flames that you have to avoid. So totally unrelated from anything else in the actual game. But you know, now that I have it open, I'm gonna try my best. Okay, I'm gonna miss that one. Oh. Too many pop-ups. I'm starting to miss more of them, and I'm starting to touch more and more of the heats. I don't know if missing a file is a negative against you. No, I think it's just touching the heat is. There we go. High score. Ran out of time. So, silly little things like that you can find in the game as well. This will be for your patch notes once those are available. This isn't quite public yet. But yeah, lots of stuff to see there. Oh, and the career. I didn't even look at the career either. How many times you've won in the lush caves or the resting grounds. And then other things that haven't been found yet. But different ways that these will progress your game. There's so much to this. Folder Dungeon is going to be your new obsession. You just don't know it yet. I'll have links down below for you guys to check it out. Please be sure to give it a wish list. You can play the playtest if it's live. Any feedback you have for us is so greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon.